Hola chicos, hoy vamos a hablar sobre verbos de como gustar. So verbs that are conjugated like gustar. So let's use gustar for example, since we have already studied this verb. Gustar literally doesn't have a real translation. However, it refers to something that pleases someone and can be translated as something to like. So, me gusta, no sé, el deporte. I like sports. And how do we conjugate these verbs? We are gonna have like here, indirect object. In case you guys don't remember the indirect objects, we have me, te, le, nos, les. And the verb gustar. The verb gustar is only gonna be conjugated in two forms. The third form of the singular and the third form of the plural forms. So the he, she, and the él, ella, and the ellos, ellas, okay? And then your subject. So your indirect object is gonna be according to whom it's being pleased. Who is being pleased? It's gonna agree with the indirect object. Gustar, since we know it can be conjugated either in plural or singular. How do we know which one we use? Well, we're going to look at our subject. If our subject is singular, we're going to use gusta. If our subject is plural, we're going to use gustan. Okay? Por ejemplo, just like we said it, a mí me gustan los deportes. I like sports versus me, oops, those two words. A mí me gusta el fútbol. Okay, so here we have something else. Me, since I'm the one talking, I'm the one saying I like something, it's gonna be me, because that's the one indirect object corresponding to yo. Me gustan, it's gonna be plural form, because we're talking the sports in general. It's plural, deportes. It could be football, volleyball, basketball, right? So it's plural. The next one, a mí me, again me, because it's I am the one talking, yo. That's the indirect object corresponding to it. Gusta, singular, because the subject following el fútbol is singular. We have other examples. Let's use a different subject. A nosotros nos gusta hacer ejercicio. Okay. Like we have said before, we have nos, our indirect object that agrees with who is being pleased. We are being pleased, so it's going to be nosotros. And the ones before, I was the one being pleased, so it's going to be me. Going back to this, a nosotros, we are the ones getting pleased, so it's nosotros. Gusta hacer ejercicio. Notice that in this time we're using a verb, an action. And therefore the action after gustar is going to be in its infinitive form. So we can also say a ti te gusta bailar. Again, we're using a different subject. This one is you, a ti. Therefore, you're the one being pleased, so it's te. Gusta, because it's singular. Bailar. It's only one action, so it's gonna be singular. Then bailar, like I said, since it's an action, a verb, is going to be infinitive. Here we're talking about nouns. Nouns are going to always be not followed, but it will have before the noun, you're going to have an article. So either it's going to be a definite article or indefinite article. So el, la, los, las, un, una, unas, unos. Okay? That is how we conjugate or form sentences with gustar. Like we said, we are not only talking about gustar this time. We also have other verbs that work just like this, that are conjugated just the same form. Just remember this: indirect object, the verb like gustar, plus your subject. Verbs like this we have aburrir, to be bored, importar, important, encantar, interesar, faltar, molestar, fascinar, o quedar. Okay, let's look at some examples here. Let's use aburrir. Me aburre la tarea. Or let's make it even more specific, just like we were doing in the previous example. A mí me aburre la tarea. A mí is just something that to clarify who is it talking. So I'm just making sure that it's known that to me, that I'm the person being bored by something. A mí me aburre la tarea. What if we want to if we have a plural form? Will be a mí me aburren las tareas. What happens here? Look, a mí me is just the same because I am the person being bored by in both sentences. So it's going to be the same. Aburre and aburren. Why do you guys think this happened? I'm going to give you a second to think about this. Okay, look at our noun. First, since it's a noun, we need our article, la, las. Those are articles. Tarea y tareas. Look at them. Tarea is singular and tareas is plural. That's why our verb changes from plural to singular according to our subject. Okay, let's look at another example. A ella le fascina el italiano. Y a él le fascinan los idiomas. Muy bien. Ahora, veamos. Tenemos a ella, a él. He, to him, or to she, and to she. Even though it's different, both form the third form of the singular. So it's still, our indirect object is going to be le. Le. Fascina and fascinan. What's the difference here? I'm going to give you another second to think about this. Muy bien. Idiomas, plural. El italiano, singular. That is the difference. Ok, chicos. Si tienen preguntas, por favor, vayan a las discusiones. If you have questions, go to your discussion board. Chao, que estén bien.